Hey folks, it's Matt Klein from WSG, and this is our third episode of our video series on our way to writing a book called 90-Day Job Detox. And in order to do that, we have to create a construct that helps us understand what creates toxic environments within our workplaces, and then to explore how to remedy those things. Because it's a play field, I mean, we should probably play, right? What I've done is I've created 4 sample org charts. You know, starting from at the top, you ask somebody in your organization who runs this place, who's the leader, that person. The next level will be that C-suite. Then below that, I have a management level. And then under those folks are the people who are actually doing the work. And the next step is I took a bunch of cards and created almost like the opposite of a euchre deck. So these represent the 6 different aspirations that we talked about in the last video. Aspiration means it has nothing to do with how smart you are, how strategic you are, how much schooling you have, how much practical experience you have. It has nothing to do with all that. It's just your aspiration. Why do I go to work every day? So your first card we're going to use is the 1, and this is that advancer in the world space. 2, their aspiration is tied to what's happening in the world, but their aspiration is to survive. Your 3, they want to build a great company, and they want to advance their company. 4 is your survivor. The survivor in this spot is somebody who adds discipline and will add some checks and balances to the system. 5 is your advancer for self. So this is somebody who their aspiration is to grow their personal brand. And then 6 is our survivor in the self section. I'm gonna deal out a random org chart using the 6 aspirations. A toxic work environment is not the fact that you have any one of these cards. I mean, they're all good, they're all people. That doesn't make you toxic as a company, but what makes you toxic is the way that the cards relate to each other. So let's deal out our first company. So first company, we're gonna have at the leadership an ace. So I didn't really want to have a best case scenario, but there's that. And let's talk about the leadership team. We have a 5. We have a 6, we have a 4, and we have a 6. Let's do one more. And we have a 4. Okay, so that's our leadership team. And then from that leadership team, let's do 2 managers. So we've got 1 manager who's a 2, and 1 manager who's a 5. And then let's put a team of people who are doing the actual work below each one of these managers. So we got a 2. You got a 4, you got a 3. That's an interesting team. And then you've got a team for your 5, and that's going to be a 4, a 6, and a 3. Okay, so this is company number 1. Kind of a small deck, kind of hard to shuffle. Do my best. The truth is, I don't really care how these companies are made up, to be honest. So there's no reason to stack the deck. This is just what we'll talk about. Your company is your company. So let's talk about your lead of your company. It is a 5. Let's do a leadership team of a 5, an ace, a 4, and a 3. Okay, so that's your C-suite. From there, let's do 2 managers. I'm guessing you have more, you may have less. But let's just do 2 of them. At the management level, ooh, you got an ace at the management level. Okay, and so management level, and then your workers. So you've got an ace, you've got a 3, and you've got a 2 for that person. And in this case, you've got a 5, a 3, and a 6. All right, so those are our 4 instant companies. I don't know if they're going to be successful. Let's see if they will. I haven't really even looked or thought about them since we created them. But in the next week, we'll take company number 1, and we'll take a look at the aspirations of that team and see what kind of positive things that it's going to generate, but also identify some areas that the way that the company is built, how the aspirations work together, how it could create something that might be toxic as well. So thanks for watching. Why do I do this? I do it, hoping to change the world. and B, hoping to change your world. I know that your situation might not be that you have an unhealthy, toxic work environment, but you may have something totally different. Maybe there's a change that you have to bring about within your workforce or your sales force. Maybe you need to teach somebody something. Maybe it's a learning problem. Maybe it's a design problem. Maybe it's a brand problem. And all of this is just to say, what I'm doing here, kind of on the sly, is to demonstrate to you how we work. If you want an intelligent solution to your problem that's delivered in a creative way that'll be memorable and engaging, that's kind of what we do, and that's our focus here. We're about innovation, and that starts with insights. And so our first step is always to understand your people. Most problems are human problems, and to apply human solutions to those. So please contact me if we can help in any way, and that's Matt at wsgtogether.com.